All right, what's going on, guys? Kind of feels like forever that we haven't recorded. Just schedules not lining up. I was on vacation. Did you miss me, Funk?
Oh yeah, but I did not miss MLB DFS at all.
It
It's been
started off
brutal.
fine, and then I don't know. I felt like we had the same issue last year with like the Braves or, you know, just like one guy that's just popping like crazy that should be smashing, and then they go over four. There's always crap like that that happens.
Yeah, that's just baseball. And yeah, like you said, we started okay. I think we were like 4-2 on main slates to start, and I think we've lost now like three or four in a row, which is we either get the pitcher right, but he's chalk like Detmers the other day. Like he was just in such a good spot. What do you have, like 40, 50, something in there? But he was
61.
like 35% owned. Yeah, 60, 60. But it didn't even matter, especially in single entry. He was like 50 plus. Uh, and if that doesn't happen, we just stack the Astros and they score at nothing every time, even though they pop so well in ballpark pal or awesome. They're pretty high up there usually. Usually the Rangers just own them.
It was funny too about the Astros. The DraftKings had um they had a home run thing where you bet on a home run and then every home run in that game gives you like a $5 bonus bet or something. It was something wild. I bet on Jordan, took a nap, woke up to a text from you, and you were like, "Oh, of course Jordan goes yard." So I was like, "Oh, damn!" But I was like, "Oh, crap! I forgot I bet on him to hit a home run." But all right, let's just jump into this before I get mad talking about the last like four slates. Um, so we'll start off with pitchers. So we got Snell, Charlie Morton, Zach Gallen, Barrios, Castillo. This is everybody, pretty much almost everyone I just talked about is probably worth mentioning. But what's standing out to you right now, besides the obvious of Blake Snell?
Yeah, I wrote down five guys initially: Snell, you, Eflin, Paxton, Morton. Snell's fairly priced, pretty good matchup. I mean, Washington, they're not like heavy in the strikeout department, but he's at home, pitcher friendly park. Is this his first start in the year? I think it is. Uh, so should be interesting to see what he's got in the tank. You pretty good spot. Cubs offense wasn't projecting that well in ballpark pals. I don't mind him. It's Eflin's birthday today, I saw, so a little narrative street there. I like him a little bit. Price is okay at 8.8. I think he's 9K on DraftKings, so usually you see the reverse. So it's a little bit suspect on FanDuel's part there. Paxton, he's okay. He's probably fourth or fifth for me. And then Morton, he's got a pretty high upside against these trash Mets, but I am a little scared that they might, show up once in a while, especially against the Braves, who they just hate. Uh, but those are the five guys I'm looking at.
I don't really have any objections to that, but the one person that kind of stuck out to me, more so in terms of ownership and a long leash, is Luis Castillo. The thing that I sort of like about it, I mean, yes, you can pay up Barrios I just despise, so he's kind of out of here. But
He's uh he's 7-1 on DraftKings.
yeah, no
Like I
thanks.
can't tell if FanDuel made him really overpriced or DraftKings just made him like going to be 100% out. I don't know. I mean, Seattle definitely has some strikeouts in there, so just don't like him for 9.6.
Um, the one thing I do like about Castillo though is he's projected for 3%. Obviously, Blake Snell at 10.5, most likely a great favored matchup. I don't know what the odds are, but he's projected for 17. Charlie Morton's projected for 7, Darvish 2, Framber Valdez 5. Castillo 3. This is kind of personal too because I don't think we've said this, but one of the lineups when I was on my vacation, that it was Houston, Toronto. That was when we stacked Toronto and they got no hit. So this is
Yeah, and they
kind of like
basically got no hit the next day again. It was so embarrassing.
um but that that's kind of the personal thing, I guess, with me wanting Castillo. I mean, he's 95. Gallon I sort of like, but it's cores. Charlie Morton has a good matchup, and obviously Blake Snell does. But I think if you want to get a little different, I want to see what Eflin is.
Where's
Eflin
all the
is
ownership
over
going
six.
if Snell's only projected for like 20?
7 to Morton, 5 to Framber, 6 to Eflin, 11 to Paxton,
Hmm.
9 to Turnbull, 11 to Tyler Anderson. It's actually not Tyler Anderson. I forgot about him. Didn't we play him a few times last year and he went crazy?
Yeah, he was all right. He's pretty much uh basically like that Merce. Same play, it felt like.
Um, but yeah, I don't have anything else really about pitchers. I just think if you want to get different, save a little bit of salary and get away from the chalk up here, along with, I mean, I guess you can go Paxton and Anderson and save more money, but I kind of like Castillo in this spot. And I don't know, I've been watching some Blue Jays games recently and they just can't hit the ball. More so when I was on my vacation, I would watch a couple innings, but um, all right, you ready to talk about stacks?
Yeah, sadly. It's gonna be cores probably.
Yeah,
The
this is
problem is you
what
just
I
can't
have.
afford these guys, especially if you're playing with a quality pitcher. I guess that's where Anderson's getting some of his ownership,
Right.
so you can get the salary. But Arizona is projecting for over 7 runs in ballpark now, so I mean it's just gonna be hard to fit them. Colorado looks okay on the other side too. I saw Nolan Jones was only 3-3, which I feel like he's already usually 3-3. I don't know if they just didn't price up the Colorado side on FanDuel for once because they're just so bad. But I don't know. I guess it's just Arizona. I'm not I'm not as high on the Braves as the Fools are. I know Terrian, however you want to pronounce it, isn't very good. Uh, but damn, they just never hit when they're up. Except for Azuna, who goes for 40 every game for whatever reason. Houston, man, they burn us more than the Braves do nowadays. It's crazy. I think I would play them over the Braves today slightly because they just have to be due. But I I wince at playing either of them. Tampa looks pretty good. Fair ownership to stack score there. Dodgers always in play. Bailey Ober got blown up his first start. Who knows what he comes out with today? Phillies all right. I'm sure Trey Turner is going to be 40% for whatever reason. Uh, Mets, no thanks. Don't really see much below that. Maybe the Rangers. They just keep proving the metrics wrong. I guess they just keep putting up runs. The lineup is stacked, top to bottom. Uh, they're okay. That's probably where I cut off. I don't want any Toronto, Seattle, but anything down there is just too gross for me.
Houston, I mean, kind of like you said, I think they're due. I don't really have much to add. I mean, Bailey Ober, didn't he get destroyed in his first start? I mean, it's the Dodgers. I know they've kind of sort of came down to earth. They lost their first series of the season against the Cubs. I also just hate Minnesota, so I mean, I love the Dodgers today. Philly against Mikolas doesn't seem too bad. I don't know what um Ballpark Pal is saying about stadiums and stuff like that. That obviously kind of helps. But Philly looks good. I mean, it's Texas. I like San Fran a little bit. There's not much else. I feel like if you want to get different,
Don't say it.
what?
Any of those teams out here, it's just not worth it in single entry.
In single entry, yeah. But if you're playing like
Oh, sure,
multiple,
150. Yeah, you can sprinkle.
I'm trying to like think on like where I would stop this cutoff at, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think for
What
me, it'd
would be
be
even
at the Rangers, but I mean, I guess if you want to throw Toronto in there,
I would say like Toronto and down. I don't even like I don't even like St. Louis that much, but
mhm.
everything else is sort of viable, I guess. Um, all right. Let's talk about some bets. Where do you want to start position wise?
You can start at first.
All right.
Just see what kind of price tags are standing out there. Ooh, 4-2. Is that what it says for Chris Walker? That is tough.
The cores of
Freddie. Yep. 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 I mean, yeah, I'd like Nolan there, like I said earlier. I think his price is pretty fair. Pete could take Morton Yard. Brendan Donovan's all right. Not much else there, to be honest.
yeah. I was just
What do
kind
you
of scrolling
think?
back up to see if there was anyone else that I liked. This is the position that always sucks.
Second?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, Brendan Donovan's there. I think it's weird that he's first and second now. I didn't know he switched over. Brandon Rogers is probably going to pop in some of my stacks, and I'm just going to be pissed about it. He's so bad. Gorman finally hit one out. What was it, yesterday?
I
I
think
think
he
it,
had two.
yeah. After we played him a couple slates, he just finally turned it up.
I'm assuming
Nico's
there's like no
fair,
one
I
down.
guess, but he hasn't done anything this year.
Who?
Nico Turner, but
Oh yeah.
he's usually just more expensive, but he's looked terrible, so probably not. Jeff McNeil's birthday today. No
I wish I would have
thanks.
known that before I bet on the under on him. Shit.
No, you're good. He's bad.
Yeah, there's not much else.
Polanco looks good against Barrios.
The goat here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Polanco with the switch hitting upside definitely helps too.
Don't
Isn't Tyler Anderson a lefty?
I think he is.
Just double check really quick. Yep. Yeah, there's not much else. I mean, I guess if you want to go Simeon, Morale's been raking recently.
Hmm. Not
Yeah,
much
there's
else
not
there
much
at
else.
second.
I feel like second, it's majority of the slates. That's a slate that you want to pay up for or find like a happy medium. You know what I mean?
Patel is probably going to project as the best. He's probably going to project as one of the best plays on the slate, but not points per dollar wise at 4,400. Is that what it says? Oh my God.
It's actually crazy because Corbin Carroll's like 4K. So I think ownership
Hmm.
wise, Corbin's going to be higher owned, but
Yeah.
I also think, I don't know, maybe the switch hitting upside helps Marte, but I played Austin Riley yesterday, didn't do anything.
I like
So
Suarez a little bit here.
36 is a
Um,
nice discount.
I mean, kind of, but I do like him. Muncie, sort of. He's just a little cheaper than he should be. Let's see if there's anything else there. Can you scroll a bit?
Yeah, sorry, my boss is texting me.
Yikes, it gets ugly pretty quick, huh?
The
I
downfall of
hope.
Nolan Arenado needs to be studied.
Hey
Bregman
man,
too, but
Bregman, terrible. He's so bad.
I think he's batting like 160 something.
I know he's gonna pop just because the price tag, but
I think Chapman had a solid start to the season. Him being at 2.9 is kind of wild to me.
mhm. Justin Turner's been pretty good. He's probably been the only bright spot of Toronto so far.
I kind of like Muncy a little bit too, because
Hmm.
I think Ober's a righty. Max Muncy either gets you a home run or strikes out. There's a no in between with that
Him,
man.
him and Schwarber are very similar.
I just can't wait till it hits June and then it's the summer of Schwarber where every at bat he just hits a nuke.
Yep.
Let's see what shortstop is.
Ooh, Abrams finally got a correct price tag.
Day to day, he might not even start.
Yikes, Short looks bad too.
It's gonna be a fun slate. I guess just because it's Washington, you can go Estrada. I like
What's
Lindor,
Tovar's price?
huh?
What's Tovar's price? I think he's a little up because of the
Yeah,
Colorado price
33.
tag. He's been all right. I don't mind him. Trey, he's gonna get all the ownership.
Um, on Odd Shopper, they love his home run prop.
Great.
Yeah, hold on. Oh crap.
Yeah, there we go. Outfield, if you can get to the D-backs, looking pretty good, but it's gonna be hard to fit them in, to be honest. The fact that the Braves are getting that much ownership compared to some of the other high-priced teams, I feel like it's just a little egregious. But they are the Braves.
I think Otani needs like a 1 week ban. I played him yesterday. He had bases loaded one time, strikes out, swinging.
Adolis has to be juicing, right?
Have you seen like the shit on Twitter?
Yeah.
He's jacked. It's
He's
unbelievable.
been jacked, but
I mean,
he's on another level right now.
oh, for sure. I'm
The
kind of
Oscar's
just,
been pretty good. I like
yeah.
his price tag a little bit.
You want to take a shot on Brenton Doyle?
I think he went yard uh yesterday or the day before.
Yeah,
But
he did. Not much else is really standing out to me. I think we're getting to that area where it's like
what happened to good old Nick? Nick on the Eclipse though could be the move.
I might just bet him straight up on a home run. Soler at 28 is kind of nuts with all that power.
Yep.
I'll scroll up one more time, and if we see anyone, we can talk about the downfall of Chris Bryant, and he's at 31 is insane. Michael
I didn't see
Harris
much
1 yard
else that was
yesterday.
there.
What's up?
Yeah, I didn't see much else that was standing out right now. I mean, as
Michael
the day goes
Harris has
on
been
and ownership
playing,
shapes up, we can dictate where the stacks need to go.
and there's not much else. I mean, Tampa against the Angels looks solid. If Randy starts, he didn't play yesterday, so I'm assuming he starts. Yeah, there's nothing else that stands out. Um,
Home run calls.
I almost forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie.
You can go first.
Um, So home run calls, I'm gonna go with Ketel Marte, Kyle Schwarber, and Will Benson.
Love me some Will. I'm gonna go Mookie because he always goes yard for me. Raleigh and Nolan Jones.
Oh, we just got the Braves lineup.
No care. I don't want any Braves.
It's pretty much the same.
Yep. You
Um,
got anything else?
no, I think that'll do it. Do you got anything?
No, I think that should be it for now. Just make sure to check out our fan bases page if you want our lineup. Just single entry. We play it every day, so you just get to ride with us and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already.